Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well, day or night, whenever you tune in and see this. So, this is going to be a general reading for Earth sign Capricorn for August 19th through the 31st. It is a timeless reading, so for some people, it could resonate 6 months in the past, or 6 months in the future, a year in the past, a year in the future. And it may also resonate for you, even if you're not a sun, moon, rising, or Venus Capricorn. All right, since we all have all 12 signs throughout our zodiac, all, all 12 signs through all the zodiacs throughout our birth chart. So that's why I always recommend everyone, if they haven't already, to find out their other placements. Because depending on what's going on in your life, you may resonate more with your sun sign, or your moon sign, your rising sign. And then, of course, for matters of the heart, it's always good to watch your Venus sign. So anyway, we're going to get into your reading here in just a moment, Capricorn. I've shuffled all your cards, and we'll after we go over a couple astrology notes, we will get into your reading. And I will be posting after the live a timestamp for people who want to skip ahead to the tarot reading in case they've watched some of the other readings from this series. All right, so let's get into it here, Capricorn. Okay, so starting on August 19th, right, Uranus is still, is starting its retrograde, its second retrograde of the year. Okay, so Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, right, and it's going to be in retrograde in Taurus, I think like 14 degrees or something like that. So all of the Aquarius, Uranus, normal themes are going to be more subdued now and mixed in with Taurus themes, okay? So the Uranus themes could be individuality, creativity, rebellion, okay, innovation, dynamic change, technology, surprises, and shock value. Okay, so when you mix that in, when it's more subdued with the Taurus themes of money, security, stability, our bodies, where and what and who we value. Okay, so this should be a particular note for probably a lot of people who are more sensitive to these astrology transitions that happen. But basically, Uranus is going to be in retrograde until January of next year, 2022. All right, so something to definitely keep in mind. Now, a few days later, on August 22nd, we have a full moon in Aquarius, right? So I was saying how Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. Now, this is our second full moon in Aquarius. We had one last month, so it is kind of rare that 2 times in a row the full moon will fall on the same sign placement. Okay, so that definitely is a powerful time, so definitely something to keep in mind as well. And then on August 22nd, on the same day, it's official season or start of the Virgo season, right? So Sun enters into Virgo. And then our last astrology note here is on August 30th. Mercury, which rules communication and electronics, just to name a few, is going to be entering into air sign Libra. So talking about themes of balance, equal give and take, okay, and beauty. All right, and also on the same day, we also have a last quarter moon. So that is pretty much it for the astrology notes at this time. Oh no, hold on, guys. I dropped a card. Hold on. All right. I'm like, we need that. Okay, so let's get into your reading here, Capricorn. We're going to do a quick little sound bell for some general healing and grounding for the reading. So if you want to, you can just listen. If you are, watching this video with your headphones, just make sure you turn it down a little bit, or even if you're not watching headphones, I'm not sure how loud it is at different times, okay? So anyway, you can take a deep breath in and out whenever. You can just listen. All right. right, Capricorn. Let's do this. And I feel like I forgot to mention something else, but of course, if you're coming back, welcome back. I always love it when people come back, and your views and your shares, if you do, or your likes, anything how you want to show support for the channel. I really appreciate it. And for people who are new, welcome as well. So we're going to start with the first main 6 cards here. And I do post a picture at the end of the live, one photo of all the cards in case you want to look at it later up close, or, just say, oh, I don't remember what that one card was, or, oh, I want to see what the oracle cards say. So it will be posted at the end of this reading. So if you want to check it out, you can just click in the description box below and follow the instructions there. All right, so we'll start with the first main 6 cards, and we'll do your tarot confirmation cards with another deck. And also we'll talk about what's on the top and the bottom of each deck. Okay, so this first row here is energy starting around August 19th. It can be a little bit before, a little bit after. And then the second row is kind of the same thing. So it would be that last week of August and weekend of August, and maybe even energy into that first week of September. It just depends, right? Since it's general reading. Also forgot to say before that since it is a general reading, it can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, etc. All right, and one more quick note is that if this isn't your energy, Capricorn, it could be the energy of a person you're dealing with, or people, multiple people you're dealing with, an organization, or just your general environment. So keep that in mind as well. So I'm going to go ahead and call out the cards. So you have the Wheel of Fortune right side up. You have 9 of Cups right side up. 8 of Sacred, excuse me, 8 of Sacred Circles in the reverse position. 9 of Swords upright, 8 of Staves, also known as 8 of Wands upright, and the Princess of Staves or the Princess of Wands upright. So very interesting. So we will get into your reading. So you start off beautiful energy. Your first card is the Wheel of Fortune, right? This is all about good luck, divine timing, trusting in the universe, having faith, and things turning out more in your favor, okay? This could be a little bit of recent past energy, but this is really beautiful here. Now, before we get, go further into your reading, into the second card, this is actually where my spirit guides wanted me to talk to you about what's on the top and the bottom of this first main tarot deck that I have here. I think it's Ancestral Path Tarot. Anyway, it's in the description box if you want to know. So this is definitely past energy, and we're going to talk about it alongside of your first card, right? The Wheel of Fortune. So in the recent past, and what is recent, you have to ask yourself that. It could be a couple days ago, a couple months ago, a couple years ago, even a couple minutes ago, however it resonates for you, okay? But you have the 3 of Swords in reverse that was on the top of your deck, and the Justice card in the right side up position. All right, here at Capricorn. So in the recent past, you could have been getting over some kind of hurt, heartache, pain, betrayal, lower vibrational energies, being exhausted, okay, things like that. And you started to let that go and get over it. And it led you into this justice energy, okay? So it could be that you started to get over those things because you had a little bit of justice brought to that situation, okay? You had more of an equal give and take, things being brought to justice, right? Having more of a balanced energy, and that could just be your own energy or energy of others as well. But it kind of paved the way for your first card here, the Wheel of Fortune upright. So it's like now it's your time. You let go of these past hurts. Okay, you had some justice, things were balanced more, and now you're going to have this good luck and forward momentum. So really beautiful here, Capricorn. All right. Now going forward, your second card is also very nice. The 9 of Cups in the right side up position. Okay, so this is about building your abundance. It's about leveling up in some way. It could be that you are almost at the end of an ending and a new beginning, right? It could be that you feel like you have more resources around you, more support. There also is this celebratory energy as well. In the card, you see this like medieval scene of this party, and there's a dancer and the musician in the center, okay? But really nice, abundant energy here. And when it's following that Wheel of Fortune, it's like the first half of that week of the 19th. Seems like some really great energy here for you, Capricorn. Now, your third card, let me turn this down a little bit. Hopefully you can still hear me, or you hopefully can still hear me this whole time. But your third card is a little bit of a bump in the road or a reminder here, okay? So the Eight of Sacred Circles, also known as the Eight of Pentacles, is in reverse. So it could be your energy or someone else's, as far as their work ethic is not appropriate, right? It could be that somebody is resisting some type of learning a new craft, honing a craft, really getting more detailed and focused on their job or their skill or moving forward that way. So there's a blockage here or a little bit of stagnant energy. This could be that more towards the end of that first week or weekend even. Hold on one second, guys. Hermes, no. No. Don't do that. Shh. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to find out more about why this Eight of Sacred Circles or Eight of Pentacles is in the reverse position here, okay? So your fourth card here kind of, answers a little bit about why the Eight of Sacred Circles is in reverse, okay? So you have the Nine of Swords in the upright position. There is something at the beginning of that last week of August that could be really stressing you out or stressing out a person that you deal with or very close to, right? They have this anxiety, worry, overthinking, staying up late at night, being too much up in their head, okay? And this is actually where my spirit guides wanted me to show you what's on top and the bottom of the other deck here. This is the Llewellyn deck, the one with the yellow border that I usually use for the confirmation cards, okay? So again, this is past energy and maybe why we have these two cards, the Eight of Sacred Circles in reverse and the Nine of Swords upright. So your first one is the Six of Cups is on the top of the deck here, and the Ten of Wands is on the reverse side or bottom side of it. The Ten of Wands is reverse and it's also on the bottom, okay? I think you've had this Ten of Wands quite a few times in your reading and past readings, so it feels like this very familiar energy here, but always take it how it resonates for you. So this is basically saying, Capricorn, that in the recent past, you could have been dealing with someone from your past with the Six of Cups. You could have also had this nostalgic energy to you, this memory of, some good times in childhood or some good times in the past with someone. When it's on the plus side, if it's more on the other side, it could be that you're dealing with someone or you have a little bit of a tendency to be too much in that naive, childlike view of the world and not enough of that balanced reality. Not a bitter place, but a more balanced place, okay? But regardless of where that falls, where you fall in that section, Capricorn, or the other person that you're dealing with, right, or your general environment situation, there is definitely in this recent past a self-sabotaging energy here with the Ten of Wands in reverse position. So possibly you were not wanting to level up in some way, scared of an ending and a new beginning, or the timing wasn't right for you to put some of your burdens down. Maybe you felt like you didn't deserve it, or you still need to do some work here, okay? And that kind of comes, we're talking about these two cards in relation to the Nine of Swords upright. So that could be why there's this worry that comes back, something triggers you possibly, or it was there the whole time and just being felt more in that second week, that last week of August here, okay? But don't worry, you still have some really good cards, all right? They're like, oh no, this is a bad reading. No, it's not. So, so sorry, excuse me, one second. Okay, now your fifth card here is like this fast energy of some type of communication, okay? Your instincts being tested possibly in some way, or the other person that you're dealing with, all right? But when you have this Eight of Staves or Eight of Wands coming in, they're flying towards these birds, and the birds are startled, and they're like, oh my God, I gotta move, I gotta. So it's this communication that's coming in. It could be for some of you guys that you gave a communication to someone or someone gave one to you, or it could have just been a communication about an opportunity from the universe, but it kind of like maybe puts you on edge a little bit, but not in a bad way, but it really kind of maybe gets you out of that rut or gets you out of that stressed out feeling where now you're like, okay, I got to respond. I got to like prove myself or something like that. I'm getting that energy here. Okay. Now you do have a repeating card in your reading. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But going forward, you have the Princess of Staves in the right side up position as your sixth card, okay? This is a beautiful energy of being open to the universe, learning new things, abundance, this kind of like silent confidence here with this young Egyptian woman. And there's a dog next to her, okay? So the dogs in tarot and a lot of other things represent loyalty. So you could be when we were just talking about that instincts and something snapping you out of a little bit of a rut at some point, not for long, just a couple of days, hopefully, you know. But this loyalty is like your support system, okay? So your friends, family, mental health care worker, whatever it is, right, is by your side as you are you know, being more open to the universe, wanting to learn new things again, and not coming from, you know, a fearful place or a worried place. It's a more balanced energy. So this is very nice, Capricorn, all right? So with all that being said, let's get into your confirmation cards. All right. So your first one here, we'll call them out, is Seven of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune upright, and the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is a great card to have in the reverse position here. All right, this means that this is past energy, that in the past you started to let some of your defenses down. You started to not operate from a survival mode where you're always on edge, protecting yourself. You started to get more grounded in the recent past, okay? And this is kind of what led to the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, your first card in the reading, right? Now it's divine timing. I'm trusting in the universe. Luck is on my side. All right, with that first card here. Now, when this Seven of Wands is also confirming the Nine of Swords upright, this is kind of a reminder, like you've come so far. Don't let this little anxiety, worry, overthinking, you know, at the beginning of that second week, last week of August, undo all the work that you've done on yourself or the other person or the general environment situation, right? Don't start to put your defenses back up. Okay, that's kind of how I see it. All right. Now moving forward, your second confirmation card, and before I show you the two cards that it's confirming, I want to show you that this is your repeating card, okay? So look at that, two Wheel of Fortunes. Definitely a message from Spirit to pay attention to this reading, or pay attention more to these cards, right? Because it's 1 in 72 chances that it's going to come out again, because there's 72 cards in each deck, okay? And it's cool to see them side by side, show how the different artists depict this energy, okay? But this is the past Wheel of Fortune, right? In the past, you could have had some type of energy that was around you, influencing you in some way, that was very creative, very courageous, youthful energy, and was just reminding you that there's seasons and cycles, right? And not only ourselves, but in astrology and the planets here. That's why this one shows all the planets, okay? So, yeah, I just wanted to show you that real quickly. Now, going forward, when your Wheel of Fortune from the past, right, is also confirming the Nine of Cups upright and the Eight of Staves, also known as the Eight of Wands, okay? This is basically confirming, look at them, okay, this is this woman dancing. Her skirt looks like a wheel, right? There's all this energy. This is for momentum, positive energy, celebrations, luck is on your side, right? Having more resources, having possibly something to celebrate, right? This is really beautiful. Now, when this Wheel of Fortune is also confirming this Eight of Staves or Eight of Wands upright, this could be saying for some of you guys, Capricorn, that you're going to get some type of communication from someone, or you give communication to someone else, or the universe provides you with some type of opportunity, right? But it seems like it's going to be a very good thing. Like I said before, it might shock you a little bit, or bring out some of your instinctual bring out some of your intuition and your instincts from this deep place, right? But it's really a good energy, I feel, for you, Capricorn, right? All right, so now moving forward, we have your last confirmation card here, right? This is the Four of Swords in the right side up position. So this is a little bit of past energy, but also future energy, okay? This is talking about, again, grounding yourself. Kind of goes back a little bit to your first confirmation card, right? The Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? Now, if you just look at the card when it's right side up, his feet are not firmly planted on the ground, right? Once they're both in the water, but he's kind of like, oh shit, I'm going to fall, kind of energy, okay? So again, when this is reversed, it's telling you to get more grounded. You started to work on that in the past, and you're still working on that here, Capricorn, in the future. Okay, so making sure you get enough rest, taking care of your body, your mind, body, spirit connection, all of those things, okay? And letting go of any lingering worry. There's only 4 swords, right? There's not 9 like before, okay? So there's still a little bit of confusion, a little bit of worry, but it's like you're starting to learn how to balance that in a more healthy way and not let your mental be everything, right? Be too much up in your head. So you're saying, okay, I need to take a nap, whatever. I need to do these things for my body, for my spirit, okay? And now for some of you guys, not everybody, the Four of Swords can also mean that you're putting something to rest, right? Remember we talked a little bit about the Nine of Cups, right? Being close to an ending, a new beginning. Oh, focus went out. Hold on, there we go. Okay. Being on the ending, being at an ending in a new beginning, okay, with the Nine of Cups upright. And so here, this also the Four of Swords, and I just noticed this, maybe I never, or I forgot it, but there's a little tiny doggy on the edge here. Remember, there's a dog also in the Princess of Staves. Can you see that little white dog right there? Kind of just realized that. So it's telling you that your support system wants to help you get more grounded. And if there is something that you need to end that's not good for you, these people are supportive of you being more healthy with that, okay? So that kind of confirms that one already. Now with the Eight of Sacred Circles in reverse, that little bump in the road where somebody possibly didn't want to level up, didn't want to hone their craft or learn something new, right? With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It could just be that because somebody was exhausted and they needed more rest and time to think about these things in a more logical way where their emotions weren't all over the place, okay? And then for the other side of you guys, if it is you putting something to rest and having a firm ending, okay, yeah, this is why you want this ending. So of course you're not going to continue to work on whatever this could be for you, right? It could be an ending with a job or a relationship or a way of life or thinking, whatever it is, okay? So you kind of have to, see which one fits for you. I don't feel like this is everybody. I feel like the majority of you guys really just working on grounding yourself and balancing your mental, right? Not being so much in your head, okay? So that's what I feel for you as far as the tarot. Now let's get real quickly, yes, I dropped something, it's okay. It's just a little stone. I have all these stones everywhere. Let's do your oracle cards before you go, right? Okay, so your first one here, Capricorn, this is the Rebecca Campbell deck. Really pretty imagery and cards, okay? So this one is called The New Earth, and it says, it's happening, okay? Keep holding the vision. And you see this woman standing before the water, and there's the space behind her, okay? And so I really feel that this could go Well, I could go with the Wheel of Fortune, both of them, yeah. Like trusting that there is divine timing, keep holding your vision about also what makes you happy, what fulfills your cup. Okay, could also go with the Nine of Cups upright, right? Clarifying what is priorities for you. Okay, just keeping the faith, holding the vision. So that's beautiful, Capricorn. All right, and then your second oracle message, whether you're watching for romantic reasons with a romantic partner, or platonic love with friends or family, or even self-love. Okay, your love oracle message is retreat. All right, so I really feel like that definitely goes with the Four of Swords and getting that rest. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, so you can, even though this shows a partnership, it can also be platonic love. Getting spending more time with friends or family, or even deeper parts of yourself if you're working on self-love, but really taking a time to shut off the news or your emails or whatever, the daily stuff that people have to deal with, and just taking time to get that rest and that grounding with yourself or with other people. All right. And then your last oracle message here is the Hawk Prince. Okay, so this talks about spirit communication and paying attention to signs. And there's this like Native American looking, almost like an angel-like figure, and there's these two hawks with him. Okay, so it's really pretty card. All right, so this can go at any time. It's a beautiful message, regardless of these tarot cards that we have pulled. But I really feel that this would actually go with the Eight of Staves or the Eight of Wands, right? Listening to your instincts, okay? Your intuition, paying attention to signs, pay attention to your body, right? If something is coming at you really fast, how are you going to respond? That kind of thing. All right. So those are your messages for this time, Capricorn. I will be posting a photo in a few minutes. Like I always say, if you want to check it out, you can just go in the description box below. And thank you guys so much for being here, for coming back, or for just joining me if you're just coming. What else? I'm talking about my animals. Sorry, they were a little crazy earlier. But they have their little debuts, okay? They come out sometimes. So I appreciate your guys' patience. And thank you for your likes, for your subscriptions. I really appreciate it, for your shares. Anything, when you do, when I have the chat open, I've been trying to leave it open recently. I love when people come into the chat, or even if you leave a comment, anything like that, I really appreciate too. I have had a really busy schedule lately, but I'm hoping to soon start doing another free reading series that I did a couple of months ago. So it is on my list, and hopefully it'll be coming soon. And yeah, thank you guys so much. So you guys take care. And again, if you do want to subscribe, it's just like following on Facebook or Instagram. You can just click the button and it's free, the bell icon. So anyway, I want to take a quick break here. I might come back with a Aquarius tonight, or I might wait till tomorrow. We'll kind of see how the energy plays out. But if you guys want to join me in the other videos, that's awesome. And if not, that's okay too. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.